What's up, guys? If you're new to the channel, I'm Ray Sid and this is Life is Easy. So guys, I think it's finally time to get rid of the i8. We've had the i8 for a little while now. It's been a fun car. Check out some of my older videos, guys. I know it's been pretty much everyone in the car community hates the BMW i8, but honestly, I had a fun time with the car. It was a great car. It's definitely underpowered, but look at my review. It gives you guys a little bit more information on the i8 and why I enjoyed the car so much. But at this point in my life, I think it's time to get rid of the i8. The value of cars is super high right now, and honestly, I think I can get a good return on the car and get myself into something else. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the car appraised today. We're at the car wash. I'm gonna go ahead and clean off the car and try to take it over to everyone's favorite Carmax and go ahead and see about what they'll give me for the car. We might try Carvana, we might try a couple other services, but right now we're gonna go to Carmax, see what the car's worth, and hopefully figure something else out that I might want besides the i8. Honestly, I got the i8 at a pretty good price. And when I think about the price that I got the i8 at, I'm like, wow, it's crazy that I'm gonna be getting rid of this car for even cheaper. There's nothing in this price range that's similar on the market right now, and it's gonna be hard for me to find something else to replace this car in that price range, but I guess we'll see how we do, and hopefully get a pretty good amount for this car. So honestly, guys, I really don't think the car needs much of a wash. I mean, the car, I probably washed it a couple of days ago. It's kind of just how I always do with the car. But realistically, I just wanted the car to be as clean as possible before we bring it there. I'm living like with a little bit of construction outside my garage, so there's just a ton of dust in the building. And the car does have kind of like a layer of dust across the car, but again, you can kind of barely see the dust. The car looks super clean, so it'll probably be a pretty fast wash. Go ahead and knock everything out on the car. And hopefully be able to get it over to Carmax here in the next half an hour when my appointment is. So good luck, guys. So boom, super duper microfiber cloth, the most generic car wash soap ever, and a couple other microfiber cloths. Boom. Alright guys, the car is washed. All I gotta do is dry it off. I got like 10 minutes to get to Carmax, so that's definitely not gonna happen. But here we are. Boom. Bingo. So pretty much no more dust on the car. Should be an easy dry job. And I'm gonna run over there and be late to Carmax, and hopefully they still give us the appraisal today. All right, well, it's looking like we are definitely going to find out what it's like to refill a BMW i8 from empty, because there is pretty much nothing at all in the car right now. So let's see what it's looking like with current gas prices. All right, here we are. No. Cool guys, so the i8's kind of weird where you have like a pressurized gas tank, and on the i8 you actually have to push this little button right here before you can open the gas tank. But boom, right there, boom. You hit that button and then it goes 100% and you can open up the fuel tank. So let's see. One cool thing about the i8, guys, the car actually has like a very small gas tank, and it's actually pretty fuel efficient. And I was watching the GT500 video recently, and they were talking about the GT500, how it gets 8 miles per gallon. This car has an incredibly small tank, pretty easy on gas, and gets plenty of range. So honestly, it's a pretty good, like, cost-effective car if you want to have a fun car that you can drive around all the time and not be getting killed when gas prices are literally at $6.50 a gallon. But even with that said, you know, we're still running up the cost right now, so let's see where we end up and how much they're going to charge us before we take this car in for an appraisal. So 62 bucks, boom, and we're out of here. So pretty cool. Even with that little tank that we have, you still get about 344 miles of range right here, straight off of a fill up. Car's completely full. Not too bad for that little baby tank that we have in the car here. You know, every time I get in here, man, it's still a fun car. The steering wheel definitely looks a little bit old now to me. I don't know what this little line is, but I see it in so many i8s, and I really still don't know what that is. If anyone knows, please comment, let me know. Please let some other people know, because I've asked it a few quick times. There's a Model Y Performance in front of us. That car probably blow the doors off the i8, unfortunately, but that's not really where the i8 shines. Again, this car is just really dope. Once you go like 100 mile an hour in this car and you feel just how balanced the car feels and how composed it feels at high speed, I think you really start to see where the i8 shines. But you know, I get it's not for everyone. It doesn't have that punch that everyone wants, but mind you, it's faster than the M3, M4 of the same generation, so it's not a slow car. It just has really good composure, and I think that kind of throws people off. All right, we made it over here to the Mecca, young Carmax. Oodie oop, oodie ooh ooh ooh. All right, let's see what they're talking about with this appraisal. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the car right here. It's like, nah, I'm actually gonna try to find a bigger space because these doors are a pain to open. Maybe get me some in the shade over here. And there's a million people here waiting for appraisals, so hopefully this does not take forever, but guess what? Looks like it's going to, so let's see. All right, they got me all checked in here. I'll walk out to the car. Hopefully, he said the process should be like about 20-25 minutes, so we shouldn't be here too long. I might go look through the lot. They actually had a few more cars than I thought they would. I just kind of assumed they would have nothing but junk in here, honestly, and everything would be super overpriced, but they got, looks like some AMG GTs, and a new Corvette, so maybe I'll take a look at some of those and check one of those out. There she is, all ready to go. See what they're talking about. Man, the car looks pretty good right now. I just want a favorable appraisal. I want to get out of it for a good price, maybe get a down payment on my next car. So we shall see what they do here at Carmax. Now see, I know if you guys have been on the channel, you guys saw that red Corvette, the C8. I love that thing. It was a blast to drive. This one looks like a way better package than the other cars that we've seen. The red is really the color that I'm digging for this car, but honestly, this blue is pretty dope too, man. I really can't complain about this blue at all. It does stand out a lot. One big thing for me though with the i8 is that there are back seats in the car, and it is kind of nice. You know, I do have a kid, so he can ride. He loves the car. He loves to ride around with me in the car. So it's really helpful to be able to have the option of that back seat space for him. Unfortunately, if I get an AMG GT, a C8 Corvette, something like that, he can't really ride with me. I guess he can ride in the front seat, but you know, that's gonna be really more up to his mom and stuff like that. But this is a great package on here. I love the interior. Unfortunately, I can't see the numbers on the car, but I'm guessing it's probably going for like 100K plus, so we'll see. So honestly, guys, before I even bought the i8, I was looking at the AMG GT. So boom, right here. Unfortunately, this is just a plain GT. It's not a GTC, not a GTS, nothing like that. But that being said, the price is kind of right. Like, let me see the car. The ticket is boom, 82. So I am paying kind of like similar pricing to what I'm paying right now for my car. You see what year? Same year. You know, I'm not sure how the technology is on this car or what, but I'm probably gonna be paying a pretty similar price to the cost of my car for this car right here. If you guys remember from my video, C63 AMG, pretty much the exact same car that I was driving here. This one's pretty cool. It's convertible, which is also pretty dope. Again, a little bit better price, the 59 right here. So you're paying like $1,000 a month. The unfortunate thing with this car here is it's gonna be killing you on gas. Probably the same for the AMG GT, but it looks a little bit more exotic. Well, it's like hard to really justify buying a C63 right now, especially no S, no nothing. Pretty high ticket, and you're gonna be killing yourself on gas every day. So kind of a pain, but you know, still figuring out exactly what car I might want. So real quick, AMG GT, love the setup, the dash setup, the steering wheel. I know this is the wheel that they use in like a million different other cars, but this whole little setup here is so sick, man. I love it. I love it. I know the tech's a little bit old on this car still too, but it's a fun car. Not a ton of space, but you know you're gonna have a blast in this car. All right, so I'm officially sweating my butt off, but the people at CarMax pretty much are trying to figure out the Platonic Black Edition. my car has been repainted. Obviously, if you guys watch the videos, I painted the car. Actually painted it twice, low key. But they're trying to figure out about the appraisal, about the paint, and you know, since the car's been redone, they're trying to figure that out. Right now, though, I'm sitting in the AMG GT. I don't know why. I always love this car. I love the long hood. I just have always been a big fan of just how this car looks and the feeling of like just a classic race car, classic kind of roadster feeling. So always been a fan of this car. Might have to take this car out on a test drive. Like, might have to keep it for a day or so and just kind of make a video, show you guys what I like about the car. And, you know, I didn't even know it had the glass roof. Just this might be the one, honestly. This price isn't bad, but I imagine I could beat Carmax's $82,000 price by a little bit. So I'm gonna shop around a little bit and see. I think they're gonna play with me on my price of my car a little bit. They might not give me the credit for the Platonic Black, but we will see. All right, guys. Moment of truth. Let's see. And boom, here we are. So they gave me $60K for this car. Pretty much not at all what I'm looking for. So we're throwing that out. Probably not what I'm gonna do for the car. Just sweat my butt off in like 100-degree weather. Not really what I'm looking for. So probably go on and try Carvana, try some other places and see how they fare and see if we can get a better deal on the i8.